Today we'll talk about, this is part 7 of the series on churn, and we'll talk about the critical early days, the onboarding and activation. Let me tell you something that might surprise you the most. Most churn is determined in the first few days or weeks of a customer's relationship with you. If you want to reduce churn, this is where you need to focus your energy first. Think about it from your own experience. When have you canceled a subscription or stopped using a product? It's usually pretty early on, right? You sign up, you try it, it's confusing, it doesn't work like you expected, and you give up. You sign up, you forget about it, never really start using it, and then cancel a few months later when you notice a charge. This early period is absolutely critical. It is when customers are forming their impression of your product and deciding whether it's worth continuing. If they don't see value quickly, they will leave. If they have a frustrating experience, they will leave. If they never really get started, they'll definitely leave. And that's why smart companies, they obsess over onboarding. That's the process of getting new customers started successfully on a good path. Good onboarding dramatically reduces churn. Poor onboarding guarantees high churn. So what makes a good onboarding experience? It's also about getting customers to value as quickly as possible, not showing them every feature you have, not giving them a lengthy tutorial on how your system works, but helping them accomplish the thing they came to accomplish. Let me give you an example. Imagine you run a project management software company. A new customer signs up because their team is disorganized and they need to track tasks better. Bad onboarding would be a long tutorial about all the features, reports, timers, integrations, customization, options, everything under the sun. The customer gets overwhelmed, confused, and gives up. But the good onboarding would say, let's get your first project set up with the first few tasks and invite your team. You can learn advanced features later. Within minutes, the customer has created their first project. They've added a few tasks. They maybe invited even a colleague. They've gotten valued. They have started to see how this could help them now. Now they are much more likely to stick around and explore further. This concept is sometimes called activation. It's a moment when a customer truly starts using your product in a meaningful way. The faster you can get customers to that activation moment, the lower your churn will be. And different products have different activation moments. For a social network, it might be connecting with your first 10 friends. For a messaging app, it might be sending your first message. From a streaming service, it might be watching your first show. Figuring out what your activation moment is and optimizing your onboarding to get people there quickly is one of the highest leverage things that you can do. And here are some practical tactics for improving early stage retention. First, reduce friction. Every extra step, every confusing form, every unclear instruction, it increases the chance someone will give up. Make the path to value as smooth and simple as possible. Second, provide guidance without overwhelming. Maybe there's a simple checklist of setup steps. Maybe it's a helpful video. Maybe it's proactive emails or messages that guide people through key actions. Whatever form it takes, the goal is to hold their hand through those critical early days. Third, celebrate those wins. When someone completes an important action, acknowledge it. Congratulations, you have created your first project. These little moments of positive feedback, they keep people engaged and they keep people motivated. And fourth, reach out proactively. Don't wait for customers to have problems and reach out to you. Check in with them. We noticed you signed up a few days ago. Is everything going okay? Need any help? This shows you care and catches problems before they lead to churn. And watch for the warning signs. If someone signs up and doesn't come back, that's a red flag. If they create an account but they never completely set up, that's a red flag. They set up systems to flag these warnings so you can intervene. Set up those systems. So the bottom line is this. If you can get customers successfully started and seeing value in those first few days or weeks, they're much more likely to become long-term customers. Win the beginning and you win the whole relationship. Engage, engage, engage. In part 8, we're going to talk about strategic actions and long-term churn reduction. And that will pretty much complete the entire series on churn. Looking forward to seeing you next. Take care. Bye-bye.